Hey, what's going on, all my otakus out there? It's VFM here. What's happening, everybody? It's time for a brand new OTGT video for all of you guys out there. This time I'm talking about something different. I'm talking about the game called L Sword Online. Now, what L Sword is, it's a free downloadable game that you could go and get from their website. There's a link in the description box below so you guys can check it out after you watch this video. So, going into this game, normally I'm not a huge fan of online games, of downloadable games like that. I usually have my plate full when it comes to more of the retail releases where you find on the actual home consoles and stuff, or even PC games for that matter. But this is a free online downloadable PC game, and it's pretty cool because it takes a really simple concept and it does it really well. Now, L Sword itself, as a game, it's pretty much like a side-scrolling beat-em-up, almost like a dungeon crawler per sense, but not like one of those over-the-top or over-the-head, dungeon crawlers that you see like in Marvel Ultimate Alliance or Dungeon Siege or even Diablo for that matter. Pretty much, you could either play with it with a joypad or any kind of joypad or arcade stick that you have, or even on your keyboard, and it's like a side-scrolling platformer where you beat up, different enemies that are in these dungeons and stuff, and you collect different items, and money to purchase other items or even craft other items and armor for your character. You could even collect all kinds of little special items, to power up your character here and there. And it's pretty awesome. So you get a choice of up to 4 different characters. First, before I even get into that, pretty much the process of what you go through, to sum it up in a nutshell, you download the game, or you could even, before you download it, you have to create an account, free account, everything's free of charge like that. You create an account, you download the game, you install it, you start, you log into your account when you already have the game uploaded. You could create your character. You have one of 4 different classes. You have a knight, you have a mage, you have an archer, you have a kind of like a more kind of magic slash, I want to say, melee attack type of character. That's like a mix of everything like that. And you could customize it with all different types of looks and stuff. Here's the cool part about this. You don't necessarily have to pay for anything in the game with real money, but you have the option to. For example, they have this type of thing where it's called Kaching, where you actually pay real money via credit card or PayPal and stuff like that. And you can purchase items that don't really do much for your character. There are items that you could get that actually, change your stats and stuff, but the bulk of them are actually just for aesthetic look, and you could do all kinds of crazy looking looks for your character, all kinds of costumes and stuff. They got a whole bunch of promotional things, and it looks really cool. Now, getting away from all the aesthetic stuff, gameplay-wise, pretty awesome. It has some RPG elements to it where, as you beat and, complete quest and, beat up all different types of, different enemies and bosses of which you find in the different levels, you can level up your character and you get stronger. You can get all different types of different unique attacks and stuff. Pretty awesome. But the real highlight here is the 4-player co-op. Because this is an online game, and you get it online via their website or whatnot, you can either play it solo or with up to 3 other people. So you could get a full 4-player co-op party running through the dungeons and stuff, which I thought was really fun. I got a chance to do it a couple times, and it's amazing. It's a completely different experience from when you play it actually solo like that. Now, besides all that stuff, you have all these different towns you could go to. You have all these different, dungeons and levels and enemies that you run into and stuff. The whole entire game, is really anime-based, a whole anime type of look. It looks amazing. The worlds and the different places you go to look awesome. There are a little bit of some CG stuff. It's not completely sprite-based, for the bulk. Most of it is, but a lot of it is more cel-shaded, and it's got that kind of anime look. Very similar, if I have to put it in perspective, if you take, the cel-shadedness of, A Legend of Zelda game on the GameCube, for Wind Waker, for example, and if you take Naruto Ultimate Ninja, kind of mash up the two. This is what you would get, what L Sword would look like. If you don't believe me, check out the website in the description below. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Pretty awesome. Now, they have all different types of online features and stuff, and being able to chat with other people. There's some voice headset, compatibility that you can actually use to talk with other people, or you can actually implement TeamSpeak or Skype, to converse with people while you're playing the game, which is pretty awesome. You could create guilds, which is pretty much clans for the most part, which, depending if you're doing it free or if you actually paid money, you could get a certain type of limit of how many people you could have in your guilds. It's pretty awesome, pretty fun. I really enjoyed myself. It was completely unexpected for me. Now, the only other problems that I have with this game, there's pretty much 2 problems that I have. Number 1, it could get a little repetitive, which I'm not going to lie, most games that are beat 'em ups like this, that you have to grind and stuff, especially for RPGs, they do get a little bit repetitive. But if you could get past that, and you could actually understand that what you're doing is working toward a bigger goal, you should be fine. The only other problem that I have with this game, though, is that you have to be online in order to play with it. You're not able to actually go offline or disconnect from the internet and be able to play it solo like that, because you have to actually log into your account via their website in order to play the game. Now, that is a big bummer. I would have loved it that, the option to not be able to play with other people if I just want to be alone and just grind out some enemies or whatnot, or just do some like menial quest here and there. I would have wanted to be able to do that, but this doesn't allow you to. You have to stay connected to the internet, which kind of sucks, that it's a limited option, but, it's not too much of a big deal. So, other than that, the game is phenomenal. It has a great story for single player. It's an actual long story that you could go through all the different towns and areas that you could find and run into. But it also has some great online play. So I encourage you guys to check it out. It's an awesome game. But that's just my opinion, guys. Leave your comments and video responses. I don't mind. Just keep it civil. Let me know what you guys think of L Sword Online. Let me know if you guys had a blast playing it. And also let me know if you're actually in the game, so that way we could actually hook up and play some games. So anyway, I'm VFM, the Epic One. This has been Only the Goddamn Truth, your OTGT video, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. So peace out. Stay epic, everybody.